Hey, gun people! Let's talk about a little pursuit driving here. It's a pretty good pursuit. The cop gets too what I call emotionally attached to this driver. He ends up crashing and rolling his car. And I think the guy gets away. And the initial stop is some traffic poo-butt, probably, his shoelaces weren't tired and he wanted to protect and serve him. So look, it looks like he kind of almost went off the road there and kind of ran a stop sign, but he was going to stop him before that. So he pretty much took all. I mean, it's pretty easy to tell when somebody's going to run because they just kind of leave you and you're like, oh shit, he's running. Let me get my siren on. Now I'm in a pursuit. Let me figure out where the hell I'm at so I can call in. Hopefully he called in the plate before. Hopefully he got a description before.
Check where we're at. Check where we're at on the map.
So he's talking to his partner, hey, check where we're at, or somebody in the car. I don't know if it's his partner or if it's a ride-along. Check where we're at on the map. So he's trying to get his location.
We in pursuit of a vehicle, motorcycle, Sinclair Shore.
So suspect's reaching in his pocket and throwing things out. Rick, maybe he just had a bad sucker and he didn't like it anymore. Yeah, okay. Well, most people with a freaking brain know he's dumping dope. Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean you can kill somebody because they throw a little dope on the road.
Can't read the tag. It's been up. Now we're about 70 miles an hour at Sinclair Shores.
I've chased a lot of motorcycles. Motorcycles lose cars when they make turns and accelerate fast because they accelerate faster than a cop. If you get on a straightaway, your acceleration is lost when you get to the top end. And usually there's not roads straight enough or without traffic to where your motorcycle can hit 160 and you can lose a car. So you usually end up topping out about 100, 110, maybe 120, and then they have to slow down, dodge traffic, or make a turn. The only way to lose a car on a motorcycle is making a lot of turns, accelerating quick, and you'll end up losing the officer. This guy's pretty much on a lot of straightaways, so it's very difficult for him. But he does make a couple U-turns, which helps him, because by the time the car makes a U-turn, his quick acceleration of motorcycle creates a distance. Also going to talk about a little apexing here on these corners.
He's throwing stuff out his belt as we're following him.
My guess is he doesn't want to pass this guy on a solid line in a no passing zone because he doesn't want to get a ticket. I don't know why the hell he's following his car.
He's popping stuff out of his pockets as we're behind him.
Okay, so here's where he makes a good U-turn, and he creates a lot of good distance. This cop has to be going 100 to 120 down these roads to catch up to this guy.
Just turn around, going back towards.
He's going a lot more than 80 people. And there's cars coming out of here, and if a kid or a dog or somebody pulls out in a car, a motorcycle, bicycle, he's going to kill him. But you know what? He's going to get this motorcycle because he's the government and he can. So who's he actually chasing? Well, there's not a lot of turns here, and he's just trying to catch up. And I've, in a couple of pursuits where you lose the guy, if you keep going, you'll usually see skid mark where he crashed or if he tried to turn, or you'll end up catching up to him. So that's what he's doing. He's just hoping he'll pick the guy up again.
You can see him if he turned off somewhere.
And he picks him up. He's right up here, and he's about to turn left.
No tag.
So he cut this turn a little short here. He should have apexed this turn, should have entered it high and took out low. So when he made this turn, he should be in this lane. He should not be in this lane. Bad driving on the cop's part.
Check that way. Good, good, good. Go.
So he said, check that way. Good, good, good. The guy sitting next to him sounds like he's kind of scared. And he says he's good. So he stays in this lane, oncoming traffic, and now he's going to pull back into...
Where are we at?
Okay, when I'm talking about apexing, you enter the road, you enter a turn low, and you come out high, because this makes a straight line. So this cop needs to come out this turn, and he should be on this lane. And that's how you get your biggest acceleration and speed, and you don't lose anything on a corner. He stays in the lane. How fast do you think he's going past these driveways, blind corners? But Rick, he's got to catch him. Really? He's got to kill somebody and put people in life's danger just so he can catch this guy? Because he dumped something out of his pocket? He doesn't even have any evidence what he dumped out. He doesn't know if it's dope or bubblegum. He doesn't know if it's his ex-girlfriend's phone number. He just knows that I'm going to catch him no matter what because I can. So this guy's passing against traffic, and now so's the cop. Man, good thing there ain't no kids out here playing, chasing a ball or something. Rick, he's got his lights and sirens on, so he's in the right. That's the problem. This motorcycle almost got run off the road. This car almost got run off the road. So he kind of apexed there a little bit, dropped low, and he's shooting out high. He didn't do it intentionally. He did it because of traffic.
Going up on Holt's Claw. Right on Holt's Claw.
So this motorcycle made a big wide turn on all two. Brakes are getting hot. Probably slow down. Trying to slow down high speed. Cop went against flow of traffic too. Rick, what happens if there was someone here? Well, it'd be their fault and they'd write him a ticket for being in the way of an emergency vehicle.
What'd you speed left? 60 miles an hour. Clear on 50. Stayed on hold spot, headed forward. 369.
The longer you're in a pursuit, the more you get emotionally attached. It becomes personal. You've got to catch this guy, and you stop thinking clearly. That's why sometimes you need a sergeant or some other unit to say, man, let me take primary or back off, etc. This cop is so emotionally tied to this is why he ends up flipping his car. So this motorcycle right here is what's known as counter steering. He's leaning the bike this way, and he's sitting up, leaning the opposite way in order to maintain the balance of the bike. So he's getting the bike lower to the ground using a counterweight to steer. I don't know if that's a good thing. Some people say it isn't. Some people say you should lean with the bike. I counter steer sometime. I don't know if I counter steer at high speeds. I usually just scrape my pipes and cause sparks. Rick, you can't do that. Shut up, you big dumb. Okay, so I wanted to show you right here, this motorcycle is doing what's called apexing. He dropped in low on his corner and he's going to shoot straight out. That's a good apex. The officer is kind of following him. I don't know if he's apexing, but he's kind of dropping down with this guy low. You want to enter a corner low and exit high. Notice that motorcycle shot way out there, straight up. If there's ever a time to wear your seatbelts, it's in a pursuit. Little apex there, not much. So he couldn't stop and he goes into grass. Now, according to this cop, he should probably just run him over. I mean, he's using pretty much deadly force for anybody else on the roads. Why not use it against the guy running? But he doesn't. The guy makes another U-turn.
He's trying to turn.
So I don't know if he hit the car or what, but I think his passenger either tries to get out or he yells at him to get back in, or there's a little misconfusion here, and I don't know if I think there is a second unit somewhere, but the motorcycle gets by him.
Stay in the car, stay in the car.
So he tells the guy to stay in the car, which tells me it's probably not a cop with him. A cop would be jumping out. He wouldn't be staying in the car. So he's probably got a ride along. So he tells the guy to stay in the car. Another reason, you know, when you get your learner's permit with a license, usually a restriction is you can't have anyone underage drive with you in there. No passengers when you get your learner's permit. Because when you're with a passenger, it's been proven that ego gets involved and you're more likely to take greater risks. Well, it applies to cops too. Whoever he's got as a ride-along in here, he's taking greater risks because he doesn't want to look bad if he loses this guy or gives up. Those are signs of an inexperienced cop, and it costs this cop, and the person riding next to him gets trashed. And the poor dog in the backseat. You're the dog crying? He's got a canine in the back. He gets flipped and almost killed too. I am not sure why that camera went into zoom and out. I have no clue what happened.
Shut that door!
So now he's yelling at the guy, shut the door? So the driver jumped out and probably tried to grab him or go hands-on. And now he has to get back in his car, so he's behind a power curve. This is when he starts pushing his car beyond his limits. You're fine now till this cop put your life in danger by rolling his damn car on a thing that he's chasing that probably don't mean nothing. He ain't gonna have nothing but chasing for the crime.
Dang, I couldn't get back out. I was trying to pull southbound on what direction is it?
So we have cops passing cops. Another clue that this guy is too involved.
Freaking idiot hit my dumb car.
So now he said he hit his car, and that's another thing that pisses him off. So he's going to catch this guy no matter how fast he has to go. And what you're going to see here is called understeer. You got long, blinding curves. This pursuit is way, way, way too dangerous for what. If you're chasing somebody that's kidnapped or a serial killer or somebody just killed his wife or a murderer, maybe you would drive this way. For a freaking motorcycle running, really? This cop's an idiot. And he is going way too fast to catch him on a corner. And it's called understeer because he's trying to steer and the car continues to go straight even though he's turning right. Because the forces of the car are pushing it forward and there's not enough contact patch on those front tires, so they just go straight. And here we go. Nice roll. Could hit telephone pole. I don't think he does, but the car rolls. He's lucky he missed telephone pole. It probably killed them both.
Hold on your radio. 5150 to 41. Stand by.
Notice the other cops made a corner no problem. Rick, maybe they had better tires. Yeah, okay, whatever. Look, bad move on this guy part. The dog's crying in the back. The passenger sounds like he's hurt. Poor dog didn't have a choice in the matter. He gets locked up in the back, and he's stuck with the dummy driving no matter what he does. All right, I digress. All right, we'll end that there. Oh, I forgot. Guess what? Suspect got away. But Rick, he was trying, and he should get points for trying. Ah, he's a dummy. All right, we'll end that there this time.